How can I ensure my minor children are cared for after my death? That's a very good question and one I think about all the time. You want to make sure, of course, that you're appointing someone to be guardian for your children in your estate planning documents. It's important to know, however, that if we have two parents, if, for example, I am a single person and my children obviously have a father. I may have my own wish. I may want my mom or my sister or some other person to serve as guardian for my children, but putting that in my estate plan is not the only thing that's needed in order for that to happen. If they have another parent, their other parent is going to have priority. But to make sure that your minor children are taken care of, you definitely want to have some type of person listed, even if they're not necessarily, even if they may not necessarily end up being the person, you want to select someone who's going to be guardian of your children. Most importantly, to make sure that they're taken care of, you want to make sure that you have the right person in place to manage whatever assets or money you may leave for them. Personally, I think a trust is a wonderful tool for that because you can set different rules on how you want the money to be distributed, at what ages you want the money distributed. And in cases of people like myself who may have a another parent taking care of their minor children who's not necessarily their spouse, and therefore you may not want them to have control over your money, you want to make sure that you appoint someone who is going to make sure your children are taken care of and is not going to allow the other party to influence them in such a way that they will let it dwindle away. So making sure your children are taken care of is very important, your minor children. Make sure that your estate plan names an a guardian for your children, even if there's another parent in place, just as a backup. And also that you have someone who you know is able to manage assets appropriately and will make sure that your children are well cared for long after you're gone.